Hello, Kate here. In this tutorial I will show you how to crochet an easy snowflake ornament. This project is one of the 8 designs I created for the mini call I ran in 2023, and all of them are available on my website for free. All the links are in the description box below. This particular snowflake is lacy and delicate and uses a couple of basic crochet techniques. I'm using heavy woolen yarn for the tutorial's sake, but these ornaments look best when made with thread and a very small hook. Alright, start with a magic ring. If you are not familiar with this method, check out my video in which I show you how to make it the easiest way. When you're ready, work 12 single crochet stitches into the loop. Keep the tail with your fingers so the loop doesn't unravel. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can also click the bell button to get a notification whenever I post something new. Now scoop all the stitches and pull the tail to tighten the loop. Don't worry, you can tighten it more later if you need to. Find the first stitch you made and insert the hook under both strands of yarn. Now catch the yarn with your hook and lead it both through the stitch and the loop on your hook. This is a slip stitch and you have closed the first round of stitches. Next, chain 4. This is our turning chain for this round. Make 1 double crochet in the nearest stitch. Then 2 chain stitches. Repeat in each stitch of this round. 1 double crochet, 2 chain stitches. I almost reached the end of the round. We should have 11 double crochets and 1 turning chain. When you're ready, slip stitch into the 3rd chain stitch to close the round. To start the next round, chain 3. Now make 2 double crochets into this chain space. Chain 2. And work 1 double crochet in the next chain space. chain 2 again, then work 3 double crochets in the next chain space. Chain 2, repeat 1 double crochet, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, 2 chains. I will meet you at the end of the round. Great! Now, as you can see, my last 3 double crochets are done, but I have 1 chain space left. Make 2 chains, one double crochet in the chain space, two chains again, and close the round by making a slip stitch in the 3rd chain stitch of the turning chain. Alright, to start this round we have to move to the side a bit. To do that, make 2 slip stitches in the nearest double crochets. And 1 more slip stitch into the chain space. Now we are in the right position to start. Chain 4, and work 2 treble crochets into the same chain space. Treble crochet requires 2 yarn overs because it's taller than double crochet. Next, let's chain 8. It's a lot, so keep the chain with your other hand so it doesn't twist. Now work 3 treble crochets in the next chain space. When you're done, don't add any chains. Instead, go straight to the next chain space and work another 3 treble crochets there. Now 8 chain stitches again. And 3 trebles in the next chain space. This is your repeat. 3 trebles, 8 chains, 3 trebles in the next chain space. Repeat it and we will meet at the end of the round. Alright, these are my last 3 trebles and I don't have to add any chains. Let's go right to the 3rd chain stitch of this turning chain and close this round with a slip stitch. Round 5 is either super fun or super frustrating because it involves a lot of chains. Start with 8 chain stitches. Now make 1 treble crochet into the chain space, so 2 yarn overs. Chain 6, make 1 more treble, still in the same chain space. And 8 chain stitches again. Then attach the chain with a slip stitch between these clusters of trebles from the previous round. And this is your repeat. 8 chains, 1 treble, 6 chains, 1 treble again in the same chain space, then 8 chains again, and a slip stitch between the clusters of trebles. Repeat it all around and I will meet you at the end of the round. Here I'm finishing up my last repeat. Conveniently, my last slip stitch between the clusters marks the end of this round. On to the last round. Let's not leave these chain stitches so wobbly. Go straight into the nearest chain space and work 5 single crochets there. No yarn overs, just simple short single crochets. When you're done, make a picot. So chain 3, and insert your hook back into the first of 3 stitches and make a slip stitch. This way, the chain folds on itself, creating a little bump. Squeeze the stitches a bit with your fingers to create space for 5 additional single crochets, still in the same chain space. Once the whole chain is covered, make a slip stitch in the treble of the previous row. Now let's move on to the next chain space, which is smaller. We're gonna work 4 single crochets, one picot, and 4 single crochets again, still in the same chain space. Again, let's make 1 slip stitch into the treble here, and move to the next chain space. This one is exactly the same as our first one, and we'll simply repeat what we did there. So 5 single crochets, a picot, and 5 single crochets again. And of course a slip stitch to finish it off. This is your repeat for each spike of this snowflake. Follow the instructions on the screen, replay the part, or follow along with the written pattern on my website. I will meet you at the end of the round. Okay, these are the last single crochets of the last spike. As you can see, it's more sturdy and will look much better than with just plain chain stitch. The last slip stitch will be the end of the round. When the snowflake is ready, fasten off, secure the yarn, and don't forget to block and stiffen it. I have a whole video about it, the link is in the description box below. Oh, and don't forget to check out my other snowflake videos, there's a lot of good stuff waiting for you on this channel. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any questions or would like to see more, leave a comment below. Thanks and have a creative day!